Hello there. We are breaking into special coverage of the Malaysia airline tragedy right now to bring you local breaking news on the wild escapade. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Holmes. The Escapade Casino now free after more than 40 hours at sea, set to dock any minute now. WJCL's Nick Notario captured the moment the boat finally broke free, the only local reporter to do so, and he joins us now live with this breaking update. All right, apparently we're having some audio problems with Nick, but we do know that it took several attempts for this to happen. In fact, the Escapade cruise ship is set to dock in less than 5 minutes. We know that there were several
Nick, test 1, 2.
And it sounds like we have Nick right now. Is that correct? Okay.
Nick, test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me now. What I was saying earlier is this ship, the Escapade, has been away from the dock here in Bull River for 30 hours. It's finally returning. It got stuck around midnight Wednesday night in a sandbar, and there was an attempt yesterday during high tide in the afternoon to get this thing pulled free. It was unsuccessful. Then the Coast Guard took over with a rescue mission for about 100 passengers on board, plus some of the crew members. Everyone was able to safely get offshore. Of course, we had live coverage of that for you last night. Today, it was all about getting this thing off the sandbar. There's 3,500 gallons of diesel fuel in there, and obviously there was a concern that any of that could leak out. Now, they didn't go with the tugboat approach. They went a different approach this afternoon. The ship actually used propellers, and as the high tide came in around 1 o'clock, we were out there as it was trying to break free, and it finally did. So some exciting times for the crew out there. The Coast Guard followed it in. They also have some investigators on board. Still no word exactly why it got stuck in the sandbar, but some really good news. Everything from what the Coast Guard has told us is running really smoothly right now. There are no issues with the ship, so no concern at all with the gas leaking out. So we're going to stay down here. We're going to talk to the tow company that took us out, that was able to help spring this boat free. But for now, we're reporting live here in Savannah. Nick Notario, WJCL News, working for you.
Hey Nick, a couple quick questions for you. A day after this story first broke, are we learning anything more about the captain? Do you know anything about the captain or his history?
We're trying to get exactly who the captain of the ship was at this point. We don't know anything about him or her, the experience that they might have had, and also why on earth the captain would have taken the ship into the sandbar there. But we were told yesterday accidents do happen, so we're just waiting to find out exactly who this captain was or is, and also why on earth they went into the sandbar.
Just to recap what Nick just said, 3,500 gallons of diesel fuel on that boat. So that was a huge concern for crews as they tried to dislodge the boat. They tried unsuccessfully many times yesterday to use tugboats. So today they used propellers to dislodge, and they were successful a little bit before 1 p.m. Of course, we'll continue to update you on the story both online at WJCL.com and on our news, our 90 minutes of news starting at 5 and 6. Of course, if you have pictures, we're asking that you send them to us as well at WJCL Newsroom at WJCL.com or on our Facebook page. We now return you to special coverage of the Malaysia flight tragedy.